Hi everyone, Jack of all bricks here. There has been a ton of news in the last 48 hours surrounding the August 1st wave of Star Wars Lego sets. I actually posted a couple of videos already, shorts, just touching on each of the sets, but I wanted to make a video where all the information is in one convenient place for you. So here it is. Without further ado, let's get into it. Let's start off with the 327th Star Corps Clone Trooper Battle Pack. It's set number 75431 with 258 pieces. It comes with 4 327th Clone Troopers, 3 B-2 battle droids, a Dwarf Spider droid build, and a battalion-specific ATRT build. Now this set's going to retail for $45 US or $50 Canadian. Wow, this is it. This is what a $50 battle pack looks like, I guess. I have to say, I'm a little underwhelmed. First, let's take a look at the main draw here, the minifigs. From the stills they've released, the prints on the Clone Trooper helmets do look really good. Also, it looks like they may introduce a solid black piece that goes around the neck instead of the fabric pauldrons. If that's the case, it would be a welcome addition for this price tag, considering the fabric pauldrons never seem to bend just quite the right way, and they look really goofy. The B-2 battle droids included are nothing to write home about, but they do look good. Now, taking a look at the included ATRT build, I have to reserve judgment until I get it in hand. It looks like it scales really well with the minifigs, which is great news. Older ATRTs used to be these massive beasts that just look way too big compared to everything else. So if this one is smaller, then that's definitely a step forward. Besides, LEGO seems to like making things smaller these days, right? The build itself looks really good. I really like the yellow highlights. But that front gun, oh my god, is it ugly. I mean, I understand that they wanted to include a play feature with the stud shooter, but there must have been a better way to incorporate that into the design. It's literally just sticking out front there. Overall, this will definitely be a great battle pack to army build the 327th, and I'm sure there will be tons of mock builds to make use of the pieces once you've already built a couple ATRTs. I'd have to give this set a solid 7 out of 10. The clones look great, but that ATRT looks goofy, and there's just not enough there to warrant a $50 price tag in my opinion. While I'm sure I will end up grabbing one of these at some point, it's definitely not going to be a must to get on day one. Next up, let's take a look at the V-19 Torrent Starfighter. Set number 75432 with 567 pieces and 3 minifigs. The V-19 will be an instant classic, even with the $65 American or $85 Canadian price tag. As with most sets in this August wave, we have some great minifigures in this one. We get General Kenobi in his Clone Wars armor, arm printing and all, a clone pilot, and another long-awaited return in Asajj Ventress, wielding what look to be custom lightsaber hilts. All 3 of them look absolutely sick. When it comes to the Torrent itself, the shape and design do look really cool. The ability to fold the wings and tail up into a landed position is really neat, and the model looks very true to the source material. I just wish that they'd tiled off the wings. The underside of the wings have no detail whatsoever, and the model actually looks kinda ugly when it's in a landed position because of it. It suffers the same shortcomings as the Playscale versions of the Imperial shuttle we've seen in the past. I'll never understand why LEGO left the bottom of those plates exposed on a model that will most likely be displayed in a landed position. Either way, I have to give this set 7 out of 10. The minifigs definitely carry the set, and while I'm not a huge fan of the ship, I'll definitely be picking this up on day one, if only for the excellent-looking General Kenobi. Next up is set number 75414 with 349 pieces and a price tag of $55 American or $65 Canadian, the Force Burner Snowspeeder. This set's from the LEGO Star Wars Rebuild the Galaxy Disney Plus show, and it includes the Hot Rod Snowspeeder, as I like to call it, a flaming hot speeder bike, as well as 3 minifigs in Sig Griebling, Darth Dev, and Solitis. With a nice close-up of the minifigs, you can see that they're really top-notch. I can't say anything to their accuracy to the characters, but there's an orange lightsaber! This is a first for LEGO Star Wars and a very unique part of this set. I also love that all three of them have decent leg prints. Darth Dev even has arm prints. It boggles my mind how LEGO decides which minifigs have arm prints and which ones don't. Kinda seems random to me, but it's always appreciated when I see it. Moving on to the actual build, I'm really impressed. While I'm not a fan of the hot rod color scheme, the design on this little guy is genius. First off, the Snowspeeder's cockpit can actually fit 2 minifigs. Many of the smaller Snowspeeders of years past only made room for one pilot, which always felt weird, considering how important the gunners were during the Battle of Hoth. What's even cooler is that the back gunner position is actually the speeder bike, which can fit into the Snowspeeder as illustrated here. It can detach at a moment's notice, taking the rear pilot with it, and jet off in another direction to distract enemies or even the odds. I have got to give this set a solid 9 out of 10. The ingenious design of this little ship is amazing, not only from a display perspective, but definitely from a play point of view. While I won't be picking this up on day one, I would highly recommend it for any younger fans of the franchise. In fact, I might actually end up getting one for my daughter at some point. Next up, we're going to take a look at set number 75433, with 707 pieces total, the Playscale version of Jango Fett's Slave 1. And yes, I'm calling it Slave 1. This set's going to retail for $70 American, or $90 Canadian, and includes 3 minifigs, Jango Fett, Young Boba, and our second ever Kaminoan in LEGO history, Lama Su. The minifigs here are probably the best part of the set, really. If you didn't have the cash to drop on the UCS version of this ship earlier this year, then this is a great way to pick up a Jango Fett minifig. However, it is worth noting that this is not the same one that comes in the UCS set. This version of Jango doesn't have any kind of arm prints, whereas the UCS version does. Young Boba looks pretty much the same from both sets, but the real star of the show here is Lama Su, and boy, did LEGO do a great job here. I can definitely see this figure going up in value when this set retires. It looks amazing. The ship itself looks great in terms of the size and the shape. The accompanying anti-grav pad allows you to display the ship upright, which is cool, but we've already seen that in the 2022 version of Boba Fett's Slave 1. And honestly, the whole build looks almost identical to the Boba Fett Slave 1 we got in 2022. Now, I know it's supposed to look the same, it's the same ship, but I personally can't justify the hefty price tag on this one when I have a nearly identical model already on my display shelf. So, overall I have to give this set a 7 out of 10. It's nothing new and kind of overpriced. I'd only get it if you don't already have the 2022 Boba Fett's version. Getting into some of the bigger sets here, let's take a look at the Battle of Felucia Separatist MTT. It's set number 75435, with a grand total of 976 pieces. This MTT is going to set you back $160 US, or 200 Canadian dollars. This is yet another set where the minifigs are a huge draw. In this set we get 6 B-1 battle droids, 3 commando droids, a droid pilot, Commander Bly making his LEGO debut, and for the first time since 2017, Jedi Master Aayla Secura. I am super stoked for this set. While it does look smaller than previous versions, you can see from some of the photos here that it still manages to pack a lot into it. The front opens up in order to deploy a legion, I guess you could say, of 6 battle droids. The sides open up to reveal a well-stocked armory, and the entire back end folds out so that you can get in there and play. Up top, you even have a separate cockpit area for the droid pilot. The question is it worth it? Well, in short, I'd have to say absolutely yes for this one. It's been so long since we've had a droid MTT, and I love that this one is in the blue and white version from the Clone Wars versus the brown one from the Phantom Menace. This set will pair perfectly with the Separatist ATT tank, and is a necessity for any droid army, I'd say. While the price tag is hefty, I'll still be picking this up ASAP on day one. I'd have to give it a solid 9 out of 10. A perfect score would have been a little bit bigger and a little bit cheaper. Next up, we have set number 75413 with 813 pieces, and yet another price point of $160 US or 200 Canadian. It's the Republic Juggernaut, better known to fans as the Clone Turbo Tank. The minifigs in this set are absolutely epic in my opinion. We get the very first LEGO Commander Bakara, Ki-Adi-Mundi for the first time since 2018, and 3 Galactic Marines. We also get 3 B-1 battle droids for a little bit of battle play there. But all these figures look top-notch, and I can't wait to get my hands on them. Now, the Turbo Tank, on the other hand, looks, well, small. And that's because it is. Looking at these photos, the interior is very cramped, and it seems there's barely enough room to fit your minifigs. I know this complaint is common among many LEGO Star Wars sets these days, but for a vehicle with the moniker Turbo Tank, it sure seems tiny. Other than the size, though, the model does look great. It's got a nice array of stud shooters for play without ruining the aesthetic. The wheels and the suspension look really cool, and the crow's nest perch up top is great for picking off battle droids. While I don't think I'll be picking this up day one, it will definitely find its way into my collection at some point soon, hopefully. I'd have to give it a solid 8 out of 10, and would definitely recommend it. And finally, set number 75417 brings us to the UCS ATST, with 1,513 pieces and a price tag of $200 American. In Canada, that's going to be $260. Now, I will say, this set does look absolutely phenomenal. It really does. I mean, the level of detail is super high. But so is that price point. I mean, I love ATSTs in general. I even have the 2022 Hoth version already as part of my Hoth display. But when I try to compare that with this new UCS version, I just can't really see that much of a difference other than size. It really seems like this 1,500 piece count has been padded with tiny little greebling pieces that, while looks cool up close, doesn't really add all that much value to this set. Not only that, but the Hoth ATST came with better minifigures too, in my opinion. This set only comes with a single ATST pilot as a minifig. While the arm printing on him is definitely appreciated, it still doesn't come close to comparing to the pilot and the snow-covered Chewbacca that we got in the Hoth set. We also got a really cool little probe droid build as part of the Hoth set, whereas in this set we get, I don't know, a display plaque? I don't know. I want to love this set. I really do. But that $260 Canadian price tag really has me on the fence. I'd have to give this set a 7 out of 10. I just can't see enough of a difference between this and older, cheaper models that we've gotten from LEGO in the past. Well, that's everything for now. I hope you found this video useful in planning your purchases for this August 2025 wave. If you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to like and subscribe. I'd love to hit 500 subs by the end of July. But what sets are you going to be picking up on day one? Are there any you're particularly impressed with or disappointed with? Let me know down in the comments. Until next time, LEGO lovers, may the bricks be with you.